Good evening, everybody. I'm Yury Cruz. I'm Bilingual Family Support Coordinator for Connecticut Family Support Network. So if you are looking for any support or resource, please feel free to reach out to me. We are doing our summer camp workshop tonight for the Southwest region, and we have several camps and recreation here tonight to talk with you all. We will be sending out information and we are going to respect everybody's time. Please know that this is a presentation that is a sample of summer camps. We are joined like around 9 organizations that will be give like a brief presentation about summer programs that they are offered. And today, the first camp that is going to be presented, their information is Park and Recreation, Adaptive Recreation. We are here with Jana. Jana, thank you for coming.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much, Yury, for the introduction. So again, my name is Gianna. I'm the Adaptive Recreation Manager for Fairfield Community Services, formal Fairfield Parks and Recreation. I oversee our summer camp program that takes place this year at Burr Elementary School, and it takes place for ages K to 22. Any student that's currently enrolled in like the CPP after the age of 22, they no longer can attend our summer camp program. So we have from K to 22. It takes place for three separate sessions throughout the summer, starting on June 22nd and ending on July 31st. Each session of camp is 2 weeks long, and it's $200 for each session, and that's Monday to Friday from 9:30 to 3:30. I'm sorry, from 9 to 3 in the afternoon. We also have our aftercare program as well for students that need to stay, or campers that need to stay a little bit longer in case their parents or caregivers are working, from 3 to 5. And that's an additional $75 for the aftercare program. During the day, our campers do a whole bunch of different things, very similar to our traditional program, our summer camp program. They go on different field trips. They have different on-site activities come. They do water day. They do pizza day. They have karaoke day. They do like dress like a counselor day. They do like battle of the camp day, just anything fun that, partakes at like a regular summer camp program. Registration is currently open for Fairfield residents. But if we do have spots open 2 weeks before the camp starts in June, non-residents can attend as well. It's just an additional $25 for them. We currently have a max of like around 100 students or 100 campers, but we usually reach around like maybe 40 to 45 per session. It just depends as the months go on from June, July, and August. We do provide scholarships as well. Anybody in Fairfield that's on a free or reduced lunch program, we provide a full scholarship if they're on the free lunch program, and then reduced lunch, we cover 50%, and then the family is responsible for the other 50% of the program. And that's pretty much it.
Thank you, Jana. Anyone, they have any questions, you can put it in the chat. You can mute yourself. If you have any question for Jana today, thank you for explaining about the program. I will send at the end of this presentation an email with all her information about it.
Yury,
Anyone
can I
has
ask a question?
Sure, Andrea.
My question is, I'm sorry, I didn't hear where the camp is located.
Yeah, it takes place at Burr Elementary School, at one of our elementary schools in Fairfield. And that's per the Board of Education, just depending on their summer projects and where they're doing projects at the schools. But that's subject to change depending. But this place, it takes place at Burr Elementary.
Do you provide transportation?
We provide the transportation from the students that take place in the program. I think it's like ECY or ESY.
ESY?
Yes, ESY that come from the morning program. That will, from wherever that place is, they'll take those campers from that location to our summer camp for the afternoon. But other than that, no, that the parents provide the transportation from their homes to the camp.
Okay, so the transportation you mentioned is just for Fairfield residents, not
Correct.
Residents that live out of town.
Correct.
Okay, all right, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Jana. Thank you for being here. Is any other question for Jana? No questions. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day. And I know that you have to go right now. Thank you for having the time for us.
Yes, thank you so much. And anybody, I know Yury will send out my contact information as well as our registration page and other information about adaptive rec programs that we have in Fairfield. But if anybody else has any questions, feel free to contact me. So thank you.
Jana, can you share in the chat before you leave, please, for me?
Absolutely.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah, you're so welcome.
Thank you so much. So we are going to continue. Our next summer camp will be Adapted Jiu-Jitsu program. Tiago is here. Thank you, Tiago, for coming.
Hello, how are you?
Good, thank you. What about you?
Everything's good.
That's
Everything's good.
great.
So, uh, here at Grace Sports, we teach like a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. It's self-defense. It's a related with the grappling. If you already saw like a wrestling, it's a kind of modern way to use wrestling. We have adaptive jiu-jitsu where we are focusing kids with a spectrum. This my program it's focus and help them to develop like coordination, motor skills, and the sociability. We I have been working now almost a year with kids under spectrum. And this year we opened this program. Gonna happen now every Saturday. That's gonna be Saturday 2 p.m. It's 30 minutes, and we always encourage like a parents or like someone who's with the kid, a companion or anyone to be with the kid. So they're gonna feel more welcoming on the place, and they're not gonna feel um, like a by themselves only. You know what I mean? And we're gonna have as well a camp. I start. Just let me check the day. We're gonna have the summer camp uh, at 27, and we're gonna start like June 27. So we're gonna have camps for kids and adaptive kids as well, 2 different times.
Thank you, Tiago. And you are offer like transportation for parents or how it works?
So we don't offer transportation. We, like I say, we encourage the parents come together. So I'm gonna have the chance to talk with the parents, see the background of the kid, see how they like how I can help with them. So even as like a group, I focus in individual at the same time. So always we are trying like to connect for each one the perfect exercise.
Wonderful. And what about pricing or you have what is the price?
So
If
we offer the prices 400 for 12 classes. So, and these classes don't expire. So if you want to bring in them like every Saturday, you every Saturday gonna take one of the classes. But if you skip one, you're not gonna lose this class. So you're gonna have this package.
oh, wonderful. Any scholarship?
No, we don't have scholarship right now. We are still like working in this program, develops and
Wonderful,
everything.
Tiago. Thank you so much. I have any question? I don't see any question in the chat. If you have any question, you can mute yourself and make the question for Tiago. No question in the chat. Waiting. Oh, we have a question. Does insurance cover the camp?
No, I don't have a insurance cover yet. We're not working with.
Thank you. Any other questions that you have? Thank you. This is a wonderful program. I already shared the flyer in the chat and the video that Tiago shared with me. So no worries. I will send to you at the end of this presentation all the information in an email. So any other question? I know that Tiago right now is in the program. Thank you for being here. So I have another question in the chat. They ask, this is for all camp reps. How about youth, adults, and wheelchairs?
We have access here for wheelchairs as well, and I have adaptive as well for adults. Have been working with some students. They have like some disabilities as well, so they are more than welcome to come and visit us.
Thank you so much. Any other question? I don't see any other questions. Thank you, Tiago, for your time. Thank you
Thank you
for
so
being
much.
here.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye. Let me 1 second, Tiago. I have another question for you. For Tiago, are the kids split off into different groups ups based on their needs, or it is in a whole group?
So, well, we start with a whole group, but depends. Like I say, I look always for individual. If they need like a separate group or just one-on-one, I offer one-on-one as well, or we do small groups. So we can work in the anyway, like for adapt for everyone.
Wonderful. And we have another question. What is the age range?
I start with kids, regular kids 3 to 6, but adaptive jiu-jitsu 7 plus. So going to the age of adults.
Thank you. Any other questions? I think that's all. Thank you, Tiago, for being
Thank
here.
you so
Have a
much.
wonderful night.
You too. Bye bye. Thank you, everybody.
Bye. Thank you. Our next presenter will be Doreen for Hope River Farm. Thank you, Doreen, for being here.
Thank you for inviting me. So at Hope River Farm is a subsidiary of the Pilot House. And now we are no longer at our Colony Street location. So we're in the process now of transitioning a lot of our programs that we offer down at our Colony Street location now up at the farm on Merwin's Lane. So for summer camp, we're doing things a little bit different this year because we don't have our old location. So for our younger kids, which is called Little Farmers, which is ages 3 to 5, they work with our animals. We only do 6 children per week, so it's very small and very structured. And they get hands-on with animals. They do social skills. They work on gross motor skills. They also do an art project. That camp goes from 9 to 1, and the cost is $425 per week. That camp begins on 7/15 and goes through 8/21. Our Little Farmers program does run throughout the year, so it is not just a summer camp. We do that in the afternoons as well, and also on Saturdays. On Saturdays, it's run by our occupational therapist. As far as our adventure camp, that is our riding camp, and that camp is ages 6 and up. That camp, unfortunately, you have to be currently enrolled in our therapeutic riding program in order to qualify for that program, so that we make sure that we have the right support in place for that program. So that being said, I appreciate you having us on, because we do offer therapeutic riding for ages starting at 4 up until adulthood. So currently, our oldest that is at the farm is not riding, does a groundwork program, is 84 years old. So we work with a wide range of disabilities. We also have a lot of mental health clients. And our therapeutic riding program runs in 6-week blocks. Currently, we do not offer any transportation. We also do not have any scholarships at this time, but we can connect you with organizations that do help fund the program if you get into them early enough, so we can help try to find resources. Some families do get this program paid for through their DDS funding if they have that. Also, sometimes 211 has some good resources for families. We would direct them to that as well. And we do offer all different kinds of programs throughout the year for children and adults, from job training, life skills at the farm, and also after school and weekend programming.
Wonderful, Doreen. I have a question in the chat. Does insurance cover it?
Unfortunately, insurance does not cover it. I shouldn't say that. Some families, depending upon their scales that they have with their businesses and their companies, sometimes they will pay for that, but we do not bill through insurance because this is not considered HIPAA therapy. It's considered therapeutic riding, which is different.
Wonderful. And I have another question. Do you have a barn program like brushing and taking care of the horse versus riding?
We do. We don't just have horses here at the farm. We have a wide range of animals that the children and young adults and adults. Our oldest right now is 84, who has dementia, who is part of our program, and they just do a groundwork program. So we have our mini cows that are brushing and do great with them, and for cuddles, we also have goats, mini donkeys, mini horses, and then our full-size horses. So we have a wide range of groundwork program and also a mounted program. So we do both.
Wonderful. Any other question? You can unmute yourself.
Great.
Or
I'm sorry, we also do have a gardening program as well. So we don't just have the animals, we also have a gardening program for those who are interested in horticulture and flower arrangements.
oh, wonderful. Any other question? You can put in the chat. Okay, we have more question here. Can you explain the 6 camper per week? Is there a waiting list? Also, it is inclusive with typical children?
Our camp is all inclusive. And we do have a combination of both. So we sort of we do an intake for our campers and see which kind of work better together. But we do sort of sometimes I will go to 8 if we have a good match with our typical kids to our special needs kids. And our staffing for the Little Farmers program is 2 adults, and then we usually have a helper as well. So the ratio is pretty intense. So they get a lot of hands-on. And Little Farmers has their own little schoolhouse building that has air conditioning and heat for the winter. And they have their own little area where all the little animals are. So they're separate from our larger camp.
Thank you, Doreen. And I have another question. I can imagine a child with anxiety getting overwhelming with horses in the beginning. What resources are available for Surin?
Well, honestly, horses actually help with anxiety. We encourage the children, if they're a little bit concerned and a little bit stressed, that we sort of have them sort of focus in on the breathing techniques that we teach them, and also to follow the breathing of the horse. And eventually the child or the young adult then begins to rhythm and repeat and breathe in like the animal is, and their heartbeats sort of come in sync. So it's also lowers your blood pressure.
Thank you. Any other questions? No question. I have a question, but it's for the presenter. Yeah, we will share the list and the email and the contact information. Any other question? No questions? Doreen, thank you so much for
Thank you
being
so much.
here.
I appreciate you for letting us come on board, even though it's not all about camp. Thank you
No,
so
but
much.
this is good for let the parents know about and be prepared for the next year.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you, Doreen. Bye. Have a wonderful
Bye.
night.
You too. Thank you.
Bye-bye. So the next presenter will be Cindy Friedman for Camp Angelfish. Cindy, are you here?
Yeah, so we really don't have camp, but we have really critical resources for water safety and drowning prevention. So if I could just show everybody where they are, that would be awesome.
Wonderful. I will put in you like a co-host. You can share the information. Yes.
Yeah.
So
Hopefully I do it correctly. Go to swim angelfish. Bear with me for 1 second. Can you see my screen?
yes, I can see it right now.
So kids with autism are 160 times more likely to drown than their typical peers. And Swim Angelfish has been around for 30 years. And we really, the past 4 years, have robust water safety and drowning prevention that anybody that's offering anything in the summer that's in, near, or around water, or any parents that are looking for resources immediately, these are free resources. So I just would like to show you how to find them. When you hover over the resource button, there's this first drop down that says free mini course. When you click on this, I will give you an example. Say that you have lifeguards and they're lifeguarding a pond or a lake or a pool. This video is 17 minutes and it's free. This can be used if you're offering swimming or something at a camp, but it can also be used if you're a parent and your child is very dangerous around the water and you want the lifeguards to understand how to better work with him and reduce risk. You can say to the YMCA, to the Park and Rec, to the camp, could you please have your lifeguards watch this 17-minute video? This is a free resource and it has a handout with it, and it can improve safety. Parents can ask aquatic centers or places where they swim to alert them to help keep their child safer. And then here's a great one here for parents. If you are on this call or if you're watching this and you're wondering, why does my child seek the water so much, or why my child is so anxious at the water, or why they're struggling with safety in, near, or around water, this Parent Tips is a free 22-minute video. So any directors can use it. If you're a parent, you can use it. And it also has a handout. You go back to the resources. We have a robust adaptive water safety toolkit. This is critical to get in the hands of parents or ABA centers or camp programs. When you click this button, these are free to share. And Eileen and I are an OTPT team. We've been together for over 30 years. We speak around the world on adaptive aquatics and on water safety. We have been voted Lifesavers of the Year in 2024. And this kit goes beyond regular water safety, and it helps you to understand all kinds of different things that you can do immediately, like ask permission to get in the bathtub. I see water, I ask. Helping to improve the lifeguard education, wearing bright colored swimwear, understanding how not to hold their breath, and so on. These pages are free. You can print them, you can share them, you can send a link to them. When you go back to the resources, you can also find, for parents, you might be wondering, well, what is the ritual and routine? Say you want to introduce the rescue tube and the life jackets so your child understands better what they are. These are live videos that you can watch. And then when you scroll down, there's even more. And lastly, the waterproof visual schedule. If any of you parents think it might be easier for safety for your child to have a visual schedule related to the water, this is all free information about how to download it, how to either bring it to your camp counselor, or for if you're a director, you could use this. And that's what I have to share. I guess we also have professional training. So if any of you have an aquatic staff and you want to train them on adaptive aquatics, check out our professional training. And we do all kinds of water safety events, and we can train your swim instructors. I think that's about it.
Thank you, Cindy. We have question in the chat, and they ask about, I know JZC stands for offers angelfish, but it's only for youth children. It's 11 to all. What is the price?
For the camp, we don't have a camp anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, we have free resources. We teach swimmers of any age and any ability from 3 months old until like 30, 40 years old how to swim in locations if you go to our locations. But for purposes of this, we just wanted to share our free resources so that we could impact drowning prevention and water safety for all of your summer programs.
Thank you. And we have another question. It's only for those on the spectrum. What is the age range?
The Adaptive Swim Whispers resources that we have is for anybody of any age, all those free resources. And then if you get somebody trained in the adaptive aquatics, it's not specific to a diagnosis. So if you take some of our training, you might see sensory seeking. That would be somebody sensory seeking in a wheelchair rocking back and forth, somebody sensory seeking that has autism, somebody sensory seeking that might have Down syndrome or something else. It's not diagnosis specific, it's the science behind why you're seeing something and how to improve regulation and safety. You could dive into our blog section and fill out a contact form, and we're happy to help you or guide you. We also have a land-based strategies for inclusion course. So just check us out. But I think, Yury, for purposes of this, I wanted to share the free resources and the mini courses that could impact safety and drowning prevention, reduce risk and improve safety by sharing the free resources. We no longer run day camps or overnight camps, but we are in the space of water safety and drowning prevention.
Thank you, Cindy. And I have another question. How can I sign up for lesson and what is the waiting list?
Large, and I would reach out to your local Learn to Swim or aquatic center that you swim at and ask them to get the professional training so that they could give you better swim lessons. But you're welcome to register and look at our locations online.
Thank you, Cindy. Is any other question for Cindy right now? You can unmute yourself. You can put it in the chat.
Yeah, join us on Instagram or Facebook. We just posted a great short today on social story for going to the pool with safety. So we're on YouTube, we're on Instagram, Facebook, blogs, and thank you for having me.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Any other question? No question here. I think that we don't have more question. I already shared information about Cindy, the phone number, and I will share after that an email with all the information that she say. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. Our next presenter will be Mark for Infinity Sports. Hey, Mark, how are you?
I'm doing very well. Good to see everybody.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. So you already are a co-host. You can share if you
I'm
are
gonna
going to share.
share. Are we able to see this?
Yes.
All right. Do you see the
We
full screen share now?
now, yeah. Is
Okay,
everyone
great.
seeing right? Well, thumbs up.
Yes.
Yeah, perfect.
All right. Well, thank you so much for having me. My name, as Yury said, is Mark Kilpatrick. My wife and I are the co-founders of Affinity Esports. And we've been going for about 4 years now. So this will be going into our fourth summer, actually our fifth summer for 2026. So excited to be bringing this opportunity to you guys. So I always start with what are esports? And I think there's a range of understandings. And so I like to start by defining it. It's electronic sports or competitive organized video games. So very much so like a traditional sport or a traditional activity that you might play recreationally or you might engage in recreationally. Esports is when you take video games, you wrap structure around it, you add value, you start focusing on the skills that are developed, the social and emotional learning, and also the life preparedness. So esports at the top level is an entertainment activity, right? You've got pro players who are endorsed, they're playing in front of crowds, there's millions of people watching them online. And a lot of times people are really surprised to hear that. And what's pretty interesting is that esports and gaming, obviously it's a massive industry, but esports is really formed at the top level. And now there's a lot of work from organizations like Affinity Esports to build the grassroots and the youth focused so that there's a community effort and there's opportunities for kids to be in these environments. So we're talking about major stadiums at the top level. But where we come in is that, again, this is community-based. It's grassroots. And so this gives you a couple of images around what our summer camps might look like, right? Kids wearing Affinity Esports tops. They're collaborating. They're working with collegiate level coaches. Sometimes they're working on coding projects. Sometimes it's content creation, broadcast, graphic design. But there are so many opportunities within this industry for kids to have really amazing takeaways. So when we look at esports titles or games, we look at them like sports. So soccer, basketball, volleyball. Well, in our world, and I played soccer in college, so I can relate to traditional sports. But I also played Counter-Strike. So in our world, we have games like Rocket League, Valorant, and League of Legends. Those are sports, right? Those are the equivalent for esports. So a little bit about Affinity Esports. As I said, we were founded in November of 2021. And really our focus was to deliver structured, healthier, more inclusive environments. And we see gaming and esports as one of the most inclusive activities that there is out there, right? We've worked with many parents who've watched their kids find a sense of belonging. We've watched college students that have been struggling to find their feet, that have really found purpose and direction in this pursuit. We've watched kids that have become empowered and that have never played a traditional sport, who maybe have come into our competitive teams and won championships, have gotten jerseys. I'm wearing the jersey today. I've worked with school districts, and we've seen school districts go from not having programs like Milford Public Schools to securing like $1 million to build out esports programs for the end-to-end education, but also for the inclusive nature of it and the fact that it's bringing people of all different abilities and backgrounds together. And then I've watched girls and women absolutely shatter expectations. I've watched the playing field leveled. I'm a father of 2 daughters, so it's so amazing to see just gaming and esports as this great equalizer. We've really, as I said, come very far from 2022 in one room where we started our summer camps to now we host locations in 3 different places. We're in Milford, Connecticut, Newtown, Connecticut, and Wilton, Connecticut, inside the YMCA. We also deploy mobile units across the state and run summer camps with mobile as well with a number of different partners. All of our camps and our programs fall under 3 core competencies. So it's not just about coming in and playing video games. Again, we're looking at the industry holistically. So it's about game creation and coding. How are we building video games? It's about content creation, broadcast, and graphic design. How are we actually producing and telling the stories around these video games and the different things that are happening? And then it's casual and competitive gameplay. And so our camps, one other thing I'll just say, again, legitimizing the space, is that there are colleges and universities across the nation that have programs. There are scholarships available, whether you're playing seriously or you're interested in broadcast. There are so many opportunities. I've given Post University, who's a very close partner of ours, as an example, but there's many other universities, and that was evidenced by College Esports Day that we ran and hosted 7 universities in our Newtown facility to sell and to explain the benefits of this industry to families. There's job opportunities, and that's what this is articulating. So in terms of our camps, all of our camps are priced at $400. All right. The ratio in terms of camp counselor to camper is 10-1. And we are providing a $100 scholarship for everyone who's associated with this network. I say scholarship, but it'll be a $100 discount. I always say too, just reach out to us. We're here to support as many families as we can and bring as many kids and families in to see the value. So if you need anything, you just reach out to us. But as a baseline, our camps for this network will be $300. In 2025, we closed the year on 307 campers, and we ran 38 predominantly full day, 30-hour camps, but also some half-day camps in there as well. We do provide before and after options. So anytime after 8 a.m. for early and 6 p.m. for pickup on the late side to support families who are working. Transportation is the responsibility of the families. We do have pickup and drop off at our Newtown and Wilton locations because I think regionally that's what we're talking about today. And then in terms of food and allergy, we're a peanut-free camp. If there's any special requests, we just ask that we have that information ahead of time. And we also do require that lunch is packed for our campers. In terms of the camps we have running, these are consistent across all of our locations. So in June, we have 3 camps, everything from Gamers Retreat, which is more driven by various daily activities and themes, but really, really driving home the social dynamic of gaming, through to Minecraft Builders. We do have some esports specific things like Fortnite Esports Academy and Valorant for kids of yours who might be playing specific games and looking to excel. And then into August, and actually in July, we have live streaming and video editing on the content creation side, and then game creation and coding in August. So a lot of different options here throughout the summer. In terms of registration, you can visit us online at affinityesports.gg/camps. I've provided a discount code that will reduce that 400 to 300 for all families that are a part of this network. And as I said, anybody who needs additional assistance can reach out to myself or my wife. It's Mark at affinityesports.gg and Emily at affinityesports.gg. A little bit of a shot here of our campers and how it looks to be in our Newtown facility. And that is it. So I'm happy to open the floor for questions.
Any questions on the chat? I'm going to look the chat. We don't have any question in the chat. You can unmute yourself.
I have a question.
Sure.
Yeah, so I was wondering about the age range.
Yeah. So we typically, our sweet spot is really like we are 7 to 17 across the board, but candidly for camps and a lot of our programs, our sweet spot tends to be like 7 to 13. We don't get as many teens unless it's a really like older teens, unless it's a very specific camp or they're getting ready to go and compete in college. So 7 to 13 typically.
Can I follow up?
Nope. Yeah.
Okay, so what about for an older child who has like
1 sec.
let's say developmentally they're 14, but they're actually a bit younger developmentally
Yeah.
than 14.
Yep, that would be a total fit. It's always situational. And we
Okay.
always, if we have a younger camper that comes in, we always ask parents, they'll say, can they come at 6? I say it's a maturity question. And again, and if they're a bit older, but maturity wise or just socially, they're more comfortable with younger kids, that can work out very nicely.
Thank you, Mark. We have 2 questions in the chat. The first question is, what areas as far as being on the spectrum have you seen kids grow developmentally or motor functions after being in your camp?
Yeah, I'm just looking for this question as well. Yeah, we have, we work with a number of our kids are neurodivergent, and we work with a lot of kids who are on the autism spectrum. And I've got to say, just in terms of absolutely motor functions, right? Because they're working with keyboard and mouse, they're working with controllers, and improving motor function. So we watch that improve over time. But what I've got to say is a lot of times it's just social engagement and putting them in a sensory controlled environment is absolutely amazing to watch how kids of various social dynamics are able to come out of their shell and engage and find more comfort in a space that's really safe and tailored to them. So, yeah, we're absolutely watching kids that have been with us over the years with various different backgrounds and needs that are consistent attendees of our classes and camps and programs, just do wonderful things.
Thank you. And we have another question. You mentioned that you have a mobile unit traveling the state. Have you come to Hartford area?
We travel as far as Brooklyn, Connecticut, Plainfield, Connecticut. We're out. We've visited Griswold. We're all over the place. I actually saw Gianna in the chat. We're down in Fairfield. Shout out to Gianna. So yeah, we're working with Parks and Rec departments, community centers, youth services organizations, and we travel all over the state. And we are booking for summer right now.
Thank you, Marcus. Any other questions? You can unmute yourself or just put it in the chat. This is the opportunity. Let me check. I don't see any other questions here.
I'm sorry, I do have one more.
Okay, go.
Sorry, Mark, what's the difference between what you're offering and say, and I'm just because I comparatively it's different, but I'm just curious of what your verbiage is with what you're doing compared to what, parents might see for a mobile birthday party.
Yeah, so it's a little more of a novelty. That's a great question, and I think we do birthday parties as well. So I don't want to discount like the power of
Sure.
the recreational side and parties, but we really are across the board stepping up the level of attention and seriousness around, again, how do we structure activities in this space? Kids are already there. Kids are not going to be moving away from this space. In
Yeah.
fact, spilled my coffee. In fact, they're going to increase the way in which they're engaging. And so we really want to work with parents to help them understand that in a structured environment, right? Whether it be that they're competing or they're working on our broadcast team or they're passionate about becoming a YouTuber, what are the practical skills, whether it be for gaming and esports or a different industry that kids can learn from engaging with us. And so that's really where we come in and we're all about is birthday parties great, but we have kids coming in for practices once a week and matches once a week that are competing with Affinity Esports. It looks and feels like a soccer program. I was at a youth soccer practice today. Our practices don't look any different, right? The communication, the expectation from coaches, keeping their grades up, right? And that's just one element of what we do. Then you're looking
Okay.
at building the video games, all of that, right? So yeah, it's
Yep.
all about structure.
No, that's fantastic. So there's guidance. It's not like here's a controller and just play. So,
no.
right, you've got like a coach, like you're saying, you've got someone actually, helping them, but also like, teaching them, hey, you win some, you lose some, or whatever, especially for like
Yeah,
kids with ADHD, you've got intense reactions. And so I was just curious of how that would differentiate. That's
yeah, a
great.
lot of our kids have never competed before, so
Yep.
it's really exceptional to see them come in, and sometimes they don't look like they care, but they might lose their match that week, or even at a camp, right? We might be doing
Yep.
something competitive, and our instructors and our counselors or our coaches are working with them to help work through that, to understand tilt and not getting frustrated when they play, right? Because we all
Gotcha.
see all the bad news about gaming and esports, and we're here to say it doesn't have to be that way. And in fact, it's not a lot of times. So most of the time, really. So that's what we're all about.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. And any other questions? We are going to pass to the next presenter. Mark, thank you so much for your time. I
Thank you.
shared the information, the website in the chat, and after this workshop, I will send an email with all the information and the code for the discount. Thank you, Mark.
Absolutely. You're
Have a
so
wonderful
welcome.
night. Thank you
You
so
too.
much.
And anybody reach out anytime. I'm happy to chat. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your time.
Pleasure.
So we are going to present a video for adaptive aid program. Oh no, I'm so sorry. For Stanford JCC Hand in Hand. Unfortunately, she can't be here tonight, but she sent a wonderful video explaining about her program. Let me 1 second. I'm going to share with you what is the video and what this works. Let me 1 second. Everyone is seeing the video or not? So sorry.
Judy, I still see. Oh, okay, there we go.
There we go.
Yeah? Wonderful. Please let me know if you can hear. Everyone can hear?
No.
I don't hear it.
No.
No?
No sound.
1 second. Technical issues. Thank you for being patient. 1 second. Let me. And we are going to share again. Please let me know if you can hear. Thank you everyone for being patient.
Hi everyone. I'm so
You can
sorry
hear?
I was unable to make it tonight. But I still wanted to share
Yes.
about our wonderful camp here at the Stanford JCC. My name is Hannah Goldstone, and I'm the Director of Inclusion here at the J. And we run a fabulous program here called Hand in Hand, which is our integrated part of our traditional day camps. We take around 45 campers every summer who just need a little extra support throughout the camp day. We offer, one-to-one ratios, 2-to-1 ratios, or 3-to-1 ratios, depending on the need and ability of the child. So like I said, my name's Hannah, I'm the director, and also I have a coworker, Kim Anderson, who is the unit head for Hand in Hand. And our ages are from pre-K all the way up to 8th grade. And we really are just that day camp feel. We have various activities that I will explain in a little bit more detail later on. But we do offer, we're a 6-week camp. So we start June 22nd and end July 31st. And we give the parents the option of registering for the first 3 weeks, the second 3 weeks, or the full 6 weeks based on your schedule. I know children have summer school, so we are flexible with that as well. If you live in Sanford, they can always get bused over to us for an extended day, depending on the age of the child, but we do have that option as well. We don't have any confirmed transportation yet, so it is parent drop off at this time. But I will communicate more if we are looking into transportation, but it's not confirmed yet. So the enrollment process, first, if you are interested in our program, you can send me an email. I will send Yury my contact information. You can reach out and we can schedule a phone call, like a preliminary phone call. Just, I can explain it in a little bit more depth and learn about your child and your family. If you are interested, we have a paper application, which I will send to you. And then once I get that and the deposit, so the deposit, if you're members, it's $300, and for community is $400. So after that, we schedule a tour so I can show you around our facilities and get to know you all as a family and your child. And then I get to determine just the level of support that your child will need for the summer. Like every child is different. We try to individualize it based on the need and ability of your child. And then later on, probably around April time, we will schedule a full-on phone call to do a in-depth intake about your child. And this is where we just ask in-depth questions just on how to best support your child. We want the full picture. We want to make camp as successful as possible for each child. So we want to learn what makes your child shine. What do they love? What do they not love so much? And then another resource that we like to have is if you all give permission, we like to reach out to the schools or outside providers who you best work with, who really knows your child, so we can get a picture of what they're like in the school setting versus at home. And that we just like to be consistent with all team players. Who is Hand in Hand for? It's really just any child. We don't focus on diagnoses. We are really individualizing each child's experience here at camp. It's just for children who need a little extra support. Transitions might be tricky, or they might need support in sports. They have physical limitations that, we are a more flexible camp, so we do visual schedules and timers and warnings, and we have all of that in the beginning of camp, so every child can use it for the whole time they're at camp. Like I said, we primarily offer 2-to-1, so one counselor for 2 children. They're fully integrated into their group, their peer group. So if you have a kindergartner, they will be with their kindergarten group, just with an extra support staff with them. We have only a limited amount of 1-to-1s, and I would say for this summer we are full for our 1-to-1s. And if those children that need less support but still need some extra support, we offer 3-to-1 as well. typical daily schedule: arrivals 8:40 to 9, flagpole where all of camp will come in the morning and gather and do camp, spirit and songs. Morning activities, which include an instructional swim for all children except our middle school group. They'll have lunch, and then they'll have afternoon electives, which you as a family pick out for them. And then free swim, and then they go home 3:45 to 4 o'clock. And these are just some of our various activities. Like I said, we are just a traditional day camp. So we have our archery range, low ropes, high rope zip line. We put in an amazing rock wall inside last year, which was a huge fan favorite. Sports, art, science, cooking, dance, boating, wood shop, nature. So we have it all for, every child's interest. And if there's not anything that you see on here that you are, we're always looking to expand our activities. Parent communication, I'm in constant conversations with you all throughout the summer. It's in a collaborative approach. I like to be upfront with you all on how your camper's doing every day. We implemented a camp app last year, which worked really nicely. So this is just a one way that we will speak, but I will constantly email you and call you and text you. Cost of hand in hand. So we have different types of price ranges. So for a 6-week member is $4,610. 6 weeks community is $5,250. For each 3-week session, for member rate is $2,390, and our community rate is $2,710. We do have limited scholarships here at the J. So what I recommend to families is really going outside of our organization and trying to find outside organization grants that will support our kiddos at camp. I work heavily with DDS, Molly Tango Foundation, Doug Flutie, just to name a few. But if you reach out to me, I have a whole slew of outside organizations that I've worked with in the past that have given support to our children financially. And then lunch and snacks, we ask parents to provide a lunch every day except Fridays. Fridays, we do a camp-wide barbecue, so we offer hamburgers, hot dogs, veggie burgers. We provide 2 snacks a day. One will be a fruit in the morning, and then another one will be, pretzels, Pirates Booties, chips, things like that. If your child does not eat any of that, and sometimes we have kids that are on the pickier side, please pack whatever they eat. I'd rather them eat what they like, so they can have fuel for and energy for the day of camp. So yes, obviously I'm not there. So if there are any questions or you want to hear more about our camp, I will give Yury my contact information. Please feel free to reach out. I'm open, to answer any questions you may have. And I look forward to the summer and nice, warm weather. And I'm not the snow anymore. All right. Well, thank you all for hearing my presentation. And I look forward to speaking to some of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So sadly, Hannah can't be there, but she is able to respond any other questions that you have. I will share with you all her information about her. So I'm going to share more information about other camps. Let me share right now. They won't be able to attend today. So let me share about New Canaan YMCA. We have here the flyer. You can learn more about it. Let me 1 second. Thank you for being patient and being here, everyone. So let me 1 second. So we have the information about summer camp programs, information for inclusive support service at Camp New Canaan YMCA. They are current having open registrations for family members, youth member registrations in January 14. Camp registration will be open for non-members for an additional fee on February 12th. They have all the information here. The service provided by New Canaan YMCA at no extra charge for minimum 2 sections of the camp for weeks. They have all the information, and this Caroline will be the person who will be respond all the questions that you have. Let me share her information in the chat. And this is the application. I will share with you all this wonderful information about her. Let me share here. And we have more information regarding their camp. Thank you for being patient. Okay, let me share here. Can you see my screen? Please let me know. I won't be able to see the chat, but if you can raise your hand. Rachel, everyone is seeing the flyer?
Yes.
Perfect. They are sharing with us what is the age. That will be for teens and youth adults, age 14 plus. That was Camp Jam is available in 6 one-week section running Monday to Thursday. This is the dates. The time will be around 3:15 to 5:15. Activities will be music, sports game, art and dance, fitness training and cooking, field trips, swimming, and special events, community service projects. Registration will be available for members. If you need more information regarding this wonderful summer camp, I already shared with you in the chat and I will send to you this information. Let me continue. I'm going to share another wonderful summer camp that you have in your region. This is about Rich Farm. I don't know if you already hear about Rich Farm. Let me share here in the website if you don't hear. So we can learn together. Perfect. So everyone can see this website. This is the website and they offer like therapy, lesson form. They have different program that they are offer. So they have in different programs, Mommy and Me, natural-based learning. They have a summer program and they have inclusive one-day program. So they share about, for the summer, they are offer natural-based learning for 2 to 6 years old. And for weeks our summer horsemanship club will be the age for 7 and 13. You can connect with me. I will share with you the information regarding her and their programs. And you can look the website. They explain really well what is all the programs that they have. She said that the participants supply their own snack and lunch. And the natural-based learning is 648 weekday for the 4-week section with a 2 days per week minimum. And the summer horsemanship club, what is this? Will be 675 per section. They don't currently offer any scholarship for these programs, but if you want more information, just send email to her, call her, and she will more than happy to help you. So I'm going to share with you in the chat their information. I apologize, I can't see the chat when I'm sharing. Thank you, Rosa, for being here. And the last but not least is, let me 1 second, our last summer camp. Let me share their information. Adaptive, and that will be adaptive. Okay, that is here. Let me share the brochure. And let me, okay, I'm here. The last but not least is, can you see right now the flyer?
Yes.
Let me know. Wonderful. Okay. It's adaptive age program. Does empower individuals with special needs through inclusive, adaptive movement experience and build confidence, independence, and overall well-being. This is the program expectation that we have. That they have. They have all the programs run on 12-week sections, Monday, March 2nd to Sunday, May 24. This is their contact information. They are located in Fairfield. And this is the benefit of participant in this wonderful program. They say the Adaptive Age program supports improved motor skills, balance, coordination, increased confidence and independence, grow with social skill and peer interaction, a strong sense of belonging, accomplishment, and joy. All the programs run on 12-week sections. Date Monday, March 2nd, Sunday, May 4th, excluding Special Olympics. The location will be in Milford. This is the contact information. They have all the information about days, what is the weekly schedule. You can scan to apply for tuition assistance through the Youth Sport Empower Foundation. You can see right now the QR code. All the programs run in 12-week section for $350 with a $30 drop-in options, while the Special Olympics program is just $100 per month. Okay, there are other benefits of participation in this program. They have all the schedule. Monday, that will be adaptive ninja open gym, Tuesday, adaptive gymnastic class. They have different programs and this all the information. Right now, you can scan the QR code and you have all the information regarding their program. So thank you for being here. Right now, I'm going to share our database. So if you don't know, in Connecticut Family Support Network, we have our database. Let me share here the information. Everyone can see it?
Yes.
You can see it now, just let me know. So you just click ctfsn.org, then you are going to resource, click in recreation camp database, and you will see all the information about what is the organization, what is the town, the region, and you will see those codes about camp, recreation, what it is, or camp or recreation of family.
Yury is being coded out.
Can you hear me well?
Yes.
Wonderful. So I'm going to repeat. If you are
Yes,
going
it's
to
going
our
Mhm.
excuse me?
Go ahead.
Okay, perfect. If you are going to look for our website, we have right now a section that we call resource. Go to recreation camp database. You will see all the summer camp or recreation organization that we have. Check out over 200 summer camp recreation programs and family destination. You will see the link to summer camps, recreation, family destination. Just click and the organization that you're looking for, and they go through, see you what is the organization and all the information. So I'm more than happy to help you with this. If you have any question regarding this database, this is so benefit for you and for your family. Just go to our website, click and resource recreation database, and you will see all the information that we have. This is more than 200 organizations. You will see by town, region, everything. So I know that it's 7:10. Thank you for being here.
Yeah.